I guess the one good thing I could say about the front runner, I was one of two people in the theater, so it was nice and quiet. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of The Frontrunner, the newest film from director Jason Reitman. It stars Hugh Jackman, Vera Farmiga, and J.K. Simmons. So the idea behind The Frontrunner is the story of Gary Hart, who in 1988 ran for president. He was considered the frontrunner for the presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party had been in the slums, had been on weighing out, and so forth. The Republican Party had George Bush. And so the rise of Gary Hart was seen as a new and improved and better look for the Democratic Party itself. Well, most of political society seems to fall under this thing that they can get away with anything they want. And this is exactly what happened to Gary Hart. He basically slept with a bunch of women, he was cheating, he was doing all kinds of things that you see most political people get charged with or in trouble for. A lot of people have to drop out because their stuff gets in the way, their past gets in the way, their adulteries get in the way, and that's what happened to Gary Hart. He did things he wasn't supposed to do. He paid the price. His family paid the price. His staff and the people running his party paid the price. And this is about the rise of Gary Hart and the eventual fall to him coming out of the presidential election. And I'll say right now, I'm hit or miss with Jason Reitman. Tully's one of my favorite movies that came out this year. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It had Charlize Theron in it. It's a wonderful look at motherhood. It's a wonderful look about how hard it is to raise a child in this society and how we need help from everybody around us. This story is like the complete opposite. This falls in the same categories like Up in the Air, falls in the same, Thank You for Smoking, about people who are doing things that most people don't like or wouldn't want to do. They do things that aren't correct or politically ideal. And this movie falls in that same trappings. And I honestly didn't think this movie was that great. I thought all the actors involved were pretty good. Hugh Jackman, of course, is always amazing in anything he does. Vera Farmiga is always fun. She's playing the wife of Gary Hart. Then J.K. Simmons, who's one of my favorite living actors today, is having a lot of fun in this movie. But the movie just falls into the same trappings of boring political thrillers, boring political satire, just boringness, and it doesn't follow through with the interesting idea of who Gary Hart was. The fact that he was caught by the Miami Herald with a woman coming out of his apartment or his house, and he refuses to admit to it. And one day he finally has to withdraw his presidency election. But you know, I don't know what it is with Jason Reitman. I don't know if it's just my taste. I don't know if I just like certain movies. I really like Thank You for Smoking. I really like Holly, but it's just I can't get on board with stuff like this because it just feels like an attempt to play on what's going on in society today with the whole Trump thing, with the whole ideologies on both sides. I found this movie trying to be similar to The Post or similar to All the President's Men, but it doesn't follow through. It falls flat. The stories are just not very interesting. I figured a story like this could be a great look into presidential candidates, but it doesn't really do anything. There's nothing fun about this movie, and it's such a shame because I was really looking forward to it. I like the idea of following a candidate or a character who's flawed, who does bad things, but you can kind of maybe see his flaws and faults. And unfortunately, there was no one in the theater. Like I said, there's two people in there, and this movie's gonna fall off the radar of everyone. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get any Oscar love, which it shouldn't, and it's just gonna be forgotten. It's gonna be one of those movies that Jason Reitman put out that's just not gonna be remembered. And maybe that's my opinion. I don't know, but I didn't care for the movie. I kind of fell almost asleep. I was bored. I was looking at my phone, which you shouldn't do in the movie theater. But there was only me and one other person. That person was sat in front of me, so I didn't think it was that bad a mistake. But I don't know. Like I said, if you like Jason Reitman, you might like this movie. I know a lot of people like Young Adult, which I'm not a big fan of. I think Jason Reitman works better with Diablo Cody, But when he's doing his own stuff, I think it's not as fun. And this movie just is slow and plotting. So, but that's it. That's gonna be my take on The Front Runner. If you like what you see, as always, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Comment below on your favorite political thriller, your favorite political movie. I really like All the President's Men. I like American President. The Post I actually really enjoyed. So, but anyways, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.